Broker Solutions Academy, how to build a $100 million funding agency while working from home in your underwear. You heard me just right. How to build a $100 million funding agency while working from home in your underwear. That's what we're going to be covering today. And I'm going to go ahead and start introducing you to what I call my success formula. In order to be a successful business loan broker, you have to understand it takes passion plus execution equals results. You have to be passionate about what you do. And I'm going to show you how to land 10 plus funded business loan deals every single month in as little as 60 days without cold calling, hundreds of prospects, or even if you have zero banking relationships. If you've never done this before, I'm going to show you how to do this within the next 30 to 60 days. As far as execution, I will guide you through a step-by-step game plan to become a respectable business loan broker so you can build a thriving practice that gives you both location, time, and financial freedom. I always say there's 3 freedoms we all strive for. Location freedom, time freedom, and again, the most important one is financial freedom, okay? We're going to talk a little bit more about that on a later slide. But lastly, results. Unlike the other training programs that are out there, which we're going to discuss today, I'm going to show you real results, and I'm going to teach you how to become a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner. So anyway, real quick, what exactly are we going to cover today? All right. So what we're going to cover today is how to start a financial services business with your passion, expertise, and start generating revenue within the next 60 to 90 days, even if that sounds impossible based on where you're at right now. I'm going to teach you how to use OPM, also known as other people's money, in order to get this started if you don't have any funds to invest in yourself right now. The second thing we're going to cover is the real reason why you're struggling getting deals funded and what you can do today to build a reliable lending network, create predictable monthly income, and reclaim your evenings and weekends. As you know, if you're a business loan broker right now, you don't even have control over your hours. You're constantly always working, chasing after deals. And we're going to talk about how to streamline that process. Again, as I said earlier, passion plus execution. You're passionate, but you're executing the wrong way. We're going to cover that in this presentation today. The third thing that we're going to discuss is why blindly submitting applications to every lender is absolutely the worst way to getting deals done, getting things funded, and maintain great relationship with your lending network, and how our radical new 3-path lending approach works 10 times better than it's transforming the way business loan brokers succeed and makes it a game changer in the loan brokering industry. Now, I know what you've been doing. You just get a file. You have no idea what the client qualifies for. You're submitting it to a bunch of different lenders and just hopefully something sticks. That's that used car salesman type of mentality. You just got to stay away from that. Underwriters starting to hate you. Underwriters don't get excited when they see your emails because they know that you haven't done a proper job as a real business loan broker and pre-qualify your clients. So I'm going to show you how to, again, make sure that you understand and execute the right way by pre-qualifying your clients. Fourth thing we're going to cover today is how to break from your income ceiling, take control of your financial future, and expand your earning potential through a scalable business model. Okay, regardless of what you're doing right now, let's just say you're not in the business loan industry, but you've been thinking about trying to get into this industry because you currently work at a job, you have an income ceiling, you have a salary, things are getting expensive, inflation is crazy out here, and you're trying to figure out a way that you can pass through that income ceiling. This is what you need to be doing. The fifth thing we're going to cover today is how to maximize your earning potential by leveraging business loans and financing solutions, working smarter, not harder, while avoiding long hours at your current job. This is especially for all you realtors out there. Okay, we all know after these realtor lawsuits and everything that's been going on, high interest rates, stupid, crazy housing prices, that real estate is just almost slowed down. I've had so many realtors, friends that have just pretty much given up on the industry. This is a way for you to actually add value to your client base. Now you're not just part of the real estate transaction. You can actually become a broker and make an additional capital by funding that loan, especially if you work with investors, fix and flippers. As an accountant, let's just not talk about the realtors. As an accountant, a really, really fantastic way for you to increase your revenues in your accounting business by offering funding solutions for your clients. Again, way to maximize your earning potential. And the sixth thing we're going to cover today, a way to finally become a trusted funding advisor for your clients that your clients deserve, with all the respect and authority and work and life balance that goes along with that. Okay, now if you've been doing this for a while, you know it's kind of crazy to find that work and life balance, because most clients that you're talking to, they all need money yesterday. You're always constantly in a rush. You do know how to pre-qualify these clients. You don't know if they qualify, so you're constantly submitting them to multiple different lenders. Hopefully they get. It's a crazy way that you're living your life, and I'm going to show you how to do it a different way, okay? So, what is my promise to you, okay? I'm going to make 4 real serious promises to you today. Number 1 promise is I'm going to expose the industry. Many training programs fall short, turning brokers into mere referral agents instead of empowering them to become true business loan experts who can independently navigate the funding landscapes and build a thriving business. That's basically what I noticed when I came up with the idea of coming up with a course training people how to do this. I looked at multiple different courses that are out there. I've mentioned them plenty of times on my YouTube channel. If you've been to my YouTube channel, you know about some of my best friends that I'm constantly talking about. But my whole objective when I got into this industry is just to expose the industry. Most of these people that claim that they're training to become a business loan broker, they're not doing that. They're simply training you to become what I call a glorified referral partner. So you can send deals to them and they make money off your back. That's basically what I've noticed in the industry. Nobody out there is really training people how to become a real business loan broker. And even sometimes it gets worse with people up there, Commercial Capital Training Group. Chris Rogrielli, you can Google him up. The guy right now is sitting in federal prison awaiting trial. He had training program where he had students refer him to his scammy product. And anyway, we can save that for a later date. You want to check out my YouTube page where I break down our Commercial Capital Training Group. The second promise I'm going to make for you today is provide a proven strategies. Share tried and true tested techniques for securing business loan funding for your clients, breaking them down into actionable steps that anyone can follow. Most of the training that you're seeing out there is pretty vague. You know, people just always surface level. I go deep. You know, like I say, passion plus execution. I'm not going to be drunk on passion. We're going to talk about executing. The best part is the executing, okay? The passion is great. The passion is the fuel. But execution is what gives us the results that we're looking for. So we're going to talk about that now. 3. That's the thing right here. It leads me to it. Passion plus execution. A start to finish game plan to transform your struggling if you're a struggling loan agent into a respected business funding advisor, so you can build a thriving practice that generates consistent income and gives you the freedom to actually enjoy your life again. Okay, that's the third thing that I'm gonna promise you in our presentation today. And again, I appreciate you for taking the time, of course. And I'm gonna deliver what I call. You know, some people always ask me, what makes you different, Brian? What are you offering in the industry? And I say there's 2 things that really makes me different, you know, other than the fact that I'm handsome and I'm great, of course. But it takes, what I'm offering the industry is clarity as it pertains to the different products that are available in the marketplace. I help you understand them so you're not out here just acting like a used car salesman. Okay, I help you understand what it takes to qualify, what lenders look for. And then another thing I offer is systems. I have the systems in place in order for you to actually do this and execute your job as a real business loan broker, how to pre-qualify clients. We're going to talk about these systems as we proceed on, but those are the 2 things. I offer precise guidance and structured system to simplify the journey, empowering brokers to achieve reliable and successful outcome in the industry. That's what I offer. So again, before we get started, let's talk about who am I? Because I'm talking all this big stuff right here. I'm writing this big checks. Let me let you know and get you comfortable in understanding how I'm able to make this big major claim. So who am I? Who am I? Okay, if you guys don't remember what this picture that you're looking at there, it's an old movie, a Jackie Chan movie. I watched this a long time ago. I'm originally from Kenya, by the way, but I don't remember if you recall that scene where who am I? He's in the middle of like some kind of mountain. But anyway, I thought I'd add that on there. So who am I? My name is Brian Macleans Otieno. I'm originally from Kenya in East Africa. I always say the best country in the world. And I'm the founder of Pennington Consulting Group. Over the past decade, I've been in business now with Pennington since 2011. So definitely more than 10 plus years. Over the past decade, I've successfully funded over $100 million in loans. This is between business credit card, with the credit card stacking thing that's very popular right now, real estate loans, fix and flip, DSCR loans, SBA loans, 504-7As, from merchant cash advance, factoring loans. I've even done a 401k financing loan. We've done stock loans. We do equipment financing. If there's a financing program out there, I know what it is, okay? So, we have recently launched Broker Solutions Academy to save struggling brokers and agents to share our proven strategies we use at Pentic Consulting Group so it can transform their practice from chaotic to consistent, okay? I really noticed this when working with some of my referral partners, okay? This is a slight little secret. Majority of my referral partners are actually business loan brokers. And I just noticed, like, why are these people sending stuff to me? Why don't they understand this stuff? And I saw an opportunity there. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this, is to really just train my referral partners. And I got sick and tired of educating them. I mean, again, this is a little secret. If you're my referral partner, please don't get mad at me. Okay, I'm just being honest as I'm doing this training. But the vast majority of our students were able to do this, even if they had no banking, lending background, even if they were working alone, and even if they were burned by unreliable training programs before. So I cannot emphasize that enough. We launched last year in August of 2023. Right now, as I'm recording this, we're about to get started with 2024. It's the end of 2000. We're about to get started with 2025. It's the end of 2024. And we've had a year. I created this program and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and test this out. I'm gonna release it, and sold it to a bunch of students, and I'm loving the results. We've tweaked it, we've made it better, and now we're about to even go crazier. And we've seen the majority of our students, they don't even have any banking background. I got a guy that used to run a mowing company, and his back was getting hurt. He didn't want to be in the field no more. Started working as a business loan agent, and now is making an easy $3,000 to $5,000 a month consistently. We're going to talk about him as we proceed here. Now, today, I'm going to show you exactly how we did it. Before we get started, I'm going to read you my mission statement so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from and what I do. And again, Brian Macleans, founder of Pentic Consulting Group and Broker Solutions Academy. And what I do is I help business loan brokers and business loan agents understand and simplify the various funding products that are available in the marketplace so they can properly serve their clients' business funding needs and stop the endless confusion, the self-defeating, pointless rat race they're currently in, overcome burnout, stop enduring the frustration of missed opportunities, create a perfect balance between home and work life, and grow their business loan agency while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner, okay? So if you're interested in becoming a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner, you keep paying attention. You're going to love this training. So, does this sound like you? Do you lie awake at night wondering if you'll be able to predict your monthly income, or you still continue to live check to check or deal to deal? I remember just having those unpredictable nights where I didn't know when I was going to get my next deal, because as a business loan broker, you're not getting paid hourly. There's no guaranteed check, so there was constant just anxiety, Man, I'm glad that I was able to find a good system, and I'm able to actually coach people about this, because I know exactly how that feels. Do you find yourself working nights, weekends, missing family events just to chase down leads that go nowhere? This is a really true story. I remember being in my son's soccer game, and I decided to coach him. My son's mom told me that it would be great if you decide to coach your son this year, and he was so excited about me coaching him, but constantly I would be getting calls and I never could focus, and it was just overwhelming. I remember being on vacation, just not being able to be present. And I told myself before I went on vacation, hey, I've closed enough deals, let me go on vacation. But just the constant worry and fear of me missing out, making sure that I reached out to clients, and just not having a perfect system in place was aggravating. Okay, overthinking, overworking, with a little word, as much stress as I was putting myself into. Plenty of times I thought about, man, I just need to get a regular job, but my passion was just too great. I mean, that's another thing. Do you ever feel sick in your stomach every time a sure thing, a deal, falls apart at last minute because lenders change their mind? Oh my God, especially recently with the high interest rate, especially during COVID. I remember, you don't know how many deals I lost because of COVID. I had a $3 million commercial deal that I was working through, and COVID hit, and I mean, it's understandable, but COVID hit and all of that disappeared. It was crazy, And if it's not just that, especially with real estate, it's so unpredictable, okay? where you work on a deal and then at closing, they pull the client's credit report final last minute and a collection pops up and you're like, what the hell is going on? Or there's just so many different things. An appraisal comes through or an inspection happens and, there's a few words in the inspection report that are now affecting how the underwriters is looking at the property and doesn't consider the property a great asset. So there's just so many inconsistencies when you're talking about, really betting on one specific deal. That's why you got to plant so many different seeds. You got to fill up your pipeline with so many different deals where this doesn't happen. Do you feel frustrated with unresponsive lenders? Of lenders stop responding to you because they're sick of you acting like a used car salesman. You're always just submitting a bunch of stuff, not pre-qualifying the borrowers based on the lender's underwriting matrix. Yeah, that's you. And you're doing that because you just don't know how to do this. You would definitely benefit from these programs. Does this also sound like you? Okay. Do you sometimes wonder if you made a huge mistake getting into this business, or if you just give up and get a regular 9 to 5? Oh my God, I can't tell you how many days I had that when I started my firm back in 2011. And to even make it more scarier, my first son, Kylan, was born in June 14th of 2011. I started Pentec Consulting Group on August 21st, 2011. Okay, and this was my first son. So there was a lot of stress, and I remember just, man, should I just go ahead and get a job, okay? Because, it was just insane. Or, this also sound like you. Have you been scammed, bamboozled, or did you fall for the programs like the Oz Business Lending Blueprint, or Chris Rogrielli's Commercial Capital Training Group, or even the Kevin Harrington Low Broker Network with Phil Smith? Programs that lack the clarity and systems needed, leaving you nothing more than just a glorified referral partner. You lacking the expertise to execute and become a real business loan broker. You have the passion, but you're missing the execution part. Because I know you're passionate. If you pay for these people, okay, Business Lending Blueprint, I think that's a $5,000 program. Chris Rogrielli had a program that cost him up to $100,000. The Loan Broker Network, I think this guy I'm not really sure, but he has a program. His stuff was just ridiculous. Well, if any of that sounds like you, then I actually have good news, because none of those things are actually the real problem. Okay, and we're going to talk about the real problem. The bottom line is there's a system that will allow you to build a thriving loan brokerage without working 80 plus hours a week. And even if you're starting from scratch, with this system, everything works there's a system that will allow you to build a thriving loan brokerage without working 80 plus hours a week. And even if you're starting from scratch, even if you're trying to transition from one career path to a different career path, regardless of your age, okay? As long as you're able to handle these things called computers, okay, because you got to have some computer skills in order to do this, that you should be just fine. With this system, everything works. Without it, nothing works. I promise you, without this system that I created, nothing works. Over a decade in the industry, there's nobody that understands your pain better than I do. I can assure you of that. And by the way, I'm going to go ahead and slow down a little bit. If you haven't noticed, I talk a little bit fast. So if you want to slow down this video, please do so. That means everything you've been feeling, all the anxiety, all the frustration, all the thoughts that you're just not cut for this business, none of that is your fault. You just didn't have the system, and now you will. Okay? So once you have it, you'll be able to wake up every morning knowing exactly which deals to focus on and which ones to pass on, eliminating the endless cycle of chasing dead-end leads, especially in this industry. Because everybody has a great idea. Everybody thinks they're going to be Elon Musk, okay? So that's what you've been wasting your time on, was just those Facebook dead-end leads that don't go nowhere, okay? Not real businesses. And we actually show you how to pre-qualify these borrowers. We have a system that actually does that. Your phone will ring with pre-qualified referrals from a network of partners who trust and respect your expertise. Trust me, especially right now. I want you to look at it like this. America, they say that small business owners are the backbone of the American economy. America is really run on small business owners. They also say that the number one reason why most businesses fail is because of due to lack of capital. Okay? And I can assure you, from somebody that's been on the other side, there is so much money. 80% of our money was printed within the last 3 to 5 years. Okay, we don't want to sit here and talk about conspiracy theories and all this other stuff, but these is just facts. There's a lot of money in the system, so there's a lot of people that could benefit from actually real brokers that know how to do this, not glorified referral partners. You'll be able to have a reliable, stable lenders who can actually compete for your deals instead of ghosting you. Remember those lenders that just ghost you? They don't ever respond to your emails. That lender that blocked your email. You know what I'm talking about. Your email's been blocked because you over here spamming people, just sending multiple different deals. Can you do it? You over here doing BCC. When you submit a deal, you go to your email, you put BCC, and you put all the lenders in there thinking that they don't see that. I know what you've done. And you submit it to a bunch of these lenders. Sometimes you ruin your client's file because they have multiple different inquiries. And then, sometimes they're being contacted by scammy merchant of cash advance lenders. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, okay? If you want to be able to finish your work at a reasonable hour and spend evenings with your family knowing your pipeline is full and predictable, then you want to enroll into this program. And you will finally feel like a true professional advisor instead of just another desperate broker begging for deals, aka a glorified referral partner, because you don't even know what the hell is going on, okay? So, 3 mistakes. Before we get into the system and how it works, let's quickly talk about what not to do. Because if you're like most loan brokers, there's 3 huge mistakes that you're probably making right now, and you're not realizing it right now, but those mistakes are destroying any chance of you ever having a sustainable business. So let's really dive deep and focus on these mistakes, because these are mistakes that I made, and I know that you're making them, okay? So let's talk about these mistakes, and you need to stop it. Just right now, stop it. Mistake number 1, submitting every deal to every lender. Oh my God. I did it. I can't be mad at you. I cannot be mad at you because I did the same thing, okay? I did not understand how to pre-qualify borrowers. I didn't understand how to read the lender matrix. I didn't know how to ask the right questions to my borrower to better pre-qualify them. So, this is the first mistake that I thinking that, more applications mean more approvals. Okay, thinking that this is how I, quote unquote, build my pipeline. Okay, but it's absolutely not. It aggravates the lenders, it wastes your client's time, and it wastes your precious time as well. Loses you respect and dignity for you to be able to continue on as a business home broker. And this approach destroys your credibility with the lenders who start seeing you as an amateur. You waste countless hours on applications that have zero chance of getting approved. You don't know how many times I get a client that has a 500 credit score. They don't have a business, but they're looking for $500 million to start an oil rig in Texas. Like, what the hell, dude? Anyway, you're creating a reputation for someone who doesn't understand the credit fundamentals. Here's why this is so dumb. Spray and pray your submissions will lead to direct leads or being blacklisted by quality lenders and stuck in an endless cycle working your way to the bottom. Okay, I can't emphasize this enough. Okay, it's a very dumb way of viewing this and actually doing this. The bottom line is there's a better way of getting deals funded without burning through your lender's relationship, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. So now, the second mistake that I know you're making this mistake. The second biggest mistake I know that you're making is not pre-qualifying your borrowers. You have no idea what it takes to qualify for business credit cards. You don't know. Okay, you have no idea what it takes to qualify for revenue-based loans. You have no idea what it takes to qualify for that real estate product or the equipment financing product. So you just out here, hey, will this guy qualify? Oh, with this? You got to be able to have a proper way how to internally qualify your clients, okay? Chasing leads that aren't properly pre-qualified eats valuable time and energy and resources that could be better allocated to borrowers who are more likely to secure funding. This inefficiency reduces your overall productivity and limits your ability to grow your business. You end up wasting you and your borrower's time. It may ruin their credit profile by having unnecessary inquiries in their credit line. As I said, without proper pre-qualification, you risk submitting applications to lenders that the borrower is not eligible for. This results in more frequent rejections. Do you know how it feels when you get that email from the lender? Unfortunately, or what's that word? Adverse notice. Where you get that email telling you that the lender is not able to fund your client. It just sucks. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to stop this mistake number 2. Okay, we're just going to cover 3 mistakes, by the way. The bottom line is when borrowers are not pre-qualified, there's a higher chance they'll experience longer, a more complicated application process that will ultimately goes nowhere. This can lead to disappointment, frustration, potentially damaging trust, making it harder to retain clients and referrals. And you may lose your relationship with that lender. Fun fact, when I started this industry, lenders used to beg for business. They used to reach out to brokers because we basically are the blood for their business. I noticed so many different brokers have gotten into this industry and lenders just don't give a shit anymore. You have to get approved to become a broker right now. For you to send business to a lender, you have to be approved, because they're just so sick and tired of people like you wasting their time. That's how hard you're making it hard for us. Okay. So anyway, the third reason is lack of creative financing and relying only on rate shopping. Okay. This is the old school way, the old school mentality of thinking that just the only way to get funding is SBA loans, or you just out here shopping for competitive rates. You don't really know that there's alternative funding sources. I mean, I can tell you right now, and probably still thinking that the only way you can get funding is through a bank. This is, again, just as this presentation, if you think the SBA and traditional bank financing are the only choices, it's time to broaden your review and explore the alternative funding options that are available today. An experienced loan broker, okay, not a glorified referral partner. An experienced loan broker does not rely on the rate shopping. They match the right loan product based on the unique client needs at that specific time. Okay, if somebody's looking for a fix and flip short-term loan, it's based on their needs. Okay, it's based on their needs. And there's a training that I talk about how to ask the right questions to actually identify, based on that client's need, which product is right for them. This is an outdated mindset, completely misses what business owners actually need. They're not just looking for a rate, they're looking for solutions to their business challenges and trusted advisor who can guide them. Okay, by focusing only on the rate shopping, not offering alternative funding options, you're commoditizing yourself and creating, that's a big word for me, commoditize, you guys help me out, okay, yourself, and creating a race to the bottom where you can't possibly win in this current marketplace. I mean, for real, you got to get creative. There's borrowers out here that maybe you have a creative accountant that cannot pass a full doc transaction, but they have a really great bank statements. There's bank statements loan programs, okay? Maybe they're a startup and they don't have no bank statements. There's credit card stacking used for startups as well. In addition to the SBA program that can be used for startups, there's just so many different ways. Maybe their credit sucks, but they have good income. Maybe their credit sucks, they have good, and their income sucks, but they have great assets. Okay, so that's one thing that I take the three paths of lending approach. We're going to talk about here in just a second. I don't want to kind of spill the beans too soon, but anyway, what you need to do instead of use an approach that positions you as a trusted funding advisor who understands business strategies, knows how to structure deals properly, and can guide clients to the right funding solutions for their specific situation without having to complete solely on the rate. Okay. The structure of the loan matters. The documentation needed matters. How quickly the loans get funded matters. The amortization schedule, how the loan is paid back matters. Is it a factor rate? Is it an interest rate? Are there prepayment penalties? These are the things that matter. Okay, so and of course, being creative with the financing also does matter. The bottom line is all these strategies are outdated, ineffective, downright destructive to your business. So if the stuff does not work, then what does? That brings me to the system I mentioned earlier. Let me walk you through it right now. Drum roll, please. Boom. The 4-step system to building a thriving loan brokerage. I call this the Funding Authority Framework, and it's specifically designed to help you transform from desperate deal chaser to a glorified referral partner into a respected business loan agent, business loan broker, or business loan funding advisor, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, okay? So let's go over this 4-step system. Well, step 1, you must understand the 3 paths of lending, okay? By the way, you're going to get a free copy of my book by the end of this presentation. This is just a meta skill. Regardless if you purchase my program or not, you must understand this, regardless if you want to get into the industry or not. As a business professional, this is something that is so critical. And what I realized as I got into this industry, I noticed that there's so many different funding products, there's so many different lenders, there's so many different criteria, lending matrix, and I was like, holy crap, I got to be able to have a better way of explaining this stuff. Because as a business loan broker, you're a consultant. We don't make the decision for our clients, we give them options and educate them on how they can make a proper decision for their business. We don't make decisions for them. So I noticed there's so many different products, and how can I better have a way to simplify this to help my clients understand what is the best option based on their funding needs. So I realized that there's only 3 ways on how you can get a business loan funded. It doesn't matter if somebody's looking for $1,000 or $1 million. There's only 3 different ways on how you can get their business funded, either based on their credit, either based on their income or either based on a particular asset that can be used as collateral. Let's get deeper into understanding these three paths of lending. Credit-based lending is funding is primarily determined by the borrower's creditworthiness. Lenders look at the personal or business credit scores, or both, credit scores, credit history, and other credit-related factors. Strong credit opens up the options for lower interest rates, larger loan amounts, and more favorable terms. This path is ideal for business owners with solid track record or with minimum existing debt. It's also an excellent program for startups that lack the income. They don't have the bank statements. It's also an excellent program for creative, quote unquote, business owners with creative accountants. Okay, they don't have the income requirements needed in order to qualify. It's also great for just people that are trying to take advantage of those 0% offers offered with credit-based lending. Because credit-based lending, majority we're talking about credit card stacking. I know you've seen the ads out there. Companies offering 0 to 50 to 100,000 to 250,000 dollars to $1 million in business credit card at 0% interest rate. This is what we're talking about, and that's the thing. Most of those ads that you see, those are glorified referral partners. They don't really know how to do that product and actually process those applications in-house. We're going to teach you how to actually do that. Okay. Bucket number 2, or option number 2, is income-based programs. This is funding that depends on the cash flow of the revenue of the business. Lenders assess the business ability to generate consistent income to ensure that they can repay their loan. They may review the recent bank statements, profit and loss statements, tax returns, or even verify income stability. This is the type of funding is great for established business owners with steady revenue, but not require excellent credit score. So, credit score is always a compensating factor. You can get funded with just income without a good credit, but credit does add on to the type of interest rate you're going to get, so it does help to have great credit. And let's talk about the products. Of course, as I said, credit-based stuff, that's business credit cards or personal credit cards. Income-based programs, we're talking about revenue loans, revenue lines of credit, SBA loans, factoring, merchant cash advance, purchase order financing. These are loan programs that require some type of income verification for somebody to qualify. That's the theme here, is income verification is required with income-based products. And then lastly, you have asset-based products. This is what we're talking about, real estate. We're talking about stock loans. We're talking about equipment financing, fleet financing. We're talking about 401k financing. These are all programs that require some type of asset be in place for you to qualify for that loan program. So step 1 is understanding the three paths of lending. This is huge. Step number 2 is understanding the three paths of lending matrix. Okay, we've actually developed a matrix. If that's a new word for you, a matrix is basically a document that describes exactly what a lender is looking for. Every lender should have a lender matrix. We, as business loan brokers, we've created what we call a three paths of lending matrix, and this kind of goes over exactly what we evaluate with each one of these paths to determine if the borrower qualifies. We go much more in depth in our training showing you how to actually do this, but this is kind of an idea to look at the different factors that are reviewed within each one of these funding paths. And this is step 2. It's huge for you to understand. If you don't understand this, you're going to be wasting your time and doing those things that we just talked about and not running a successful business firm. So with credit-based lending, they generally look at 4 factors: directory items, utilization, age of file, and inquiries. With revenue-based products, they usually look at these factors: credit requirements. Like I said, credit score is a compensating factor. It's not the determining factor as we talked about with credit-based lending, but it is a compensating factor. They look at credit. They look at income, how much money the business generates. They look at how long the business has been running, time in business, and any kind of industry restrictions. If it's a strip club or a pawn shop or, these are considered high-risk industries. Maybe even construction companies, depending on the season. These are considered high-risk industries, and these are the determining factors to use to pre-qualify a borrower, okay? Again, we're talking about the matrix. Assets, we're talking about real estate, equipment financing, and different other asset-based programs. Credit is looked at as a compensating factor. As I said, with revenue and asset-based lending, credit is looked at as a compensating factor. And then they look at the asset type, be it real estate, and with real estate, there's commercial, there's residential, there's apartment units, there's duplexes, there's all kinds of stuff, okay? And then, of course, they focus on the debt service coverage. How much money does the asset bring in, or how much money is the asset worth, to determine. And then lastly, the exit strategy. What is the exit plan? How is the loan going to be repaid is what that focuses on. So that's step number 2. The bottom line is on the three paths of funding lending matrix, it builds your firm's. What I'm allowing you to do is to be able to understand and educate
Okay, I want you to look at it like this. The one biggest thing that most business loan brokers do, or failing glorified referral partners, that's you I'm talking about. You assume that your audience understands your product. Even if you are selling a brush, most people understand. Great marketers know that they have to educate their consumers. Even if you're selling a scissors, they do commercials of what it can cut, the different papers it can cut, and how it can cut, and how simple it is, and the type of metal. You understand what I'm saying. So by having a matrix, by having an idea, and we developed that matrix for your business. Okay, these is standard practice all across the board. You get to understand and get a chance to educate your borrowers on the different funding options that are available. It allows you to develop a relationship with complementary funding partners. You know, it allows you to create a deal packaging system that gets fast approvals. It helps you master the art of structuring complex deals for maximum approval odds. I'm so sick and tired of you submitting loans and they get denied. Sometimes the underwriter just denies your loans because it comes from your email, because they know that you're sending bullshit. Okay, you'll be able to quickly pre-qualify and get more deals funded other than brokers get funded. Okay, so step number 3, once you understand the 3 paths of lending, once you understand the 3 paths of lending matrix, and I don't want to get too deep in our presentation today, but I want you to know I'm going to show you a few different matrix so you can kind of see what it is. This is our 3 paths of lending matrix that just cover, it's a general overview of all the different factors for each one of those things. This is our credit-based lending matrix. There's videos that I talk about these factors and how we, because we can talk about it, but there's a video that I explain to you how to evaluate and determine what the borrower qualifies for based on these factors. And then let's look at our real estate matrix. This is just a powerful, powerful product that, again, as you can see, let me just show you how nice this is. Real estate is broken down into this real estate matrix into 3 different buckets. We have conventional loans, agency loans, and private money. Conventional loans is regular bank financing. Agency loans is government-sponsored loans, SBA, Fannie Mae, CMBS type of loans. And then private money is, of course, private money, hard money type of loans. So what I've done here is given you a bird's eye view on all the different things that you need to be looking at when you get a deal submitted to you. The loan size, the property types, is there a minimum credit score, foreign nationals, the LTV, the interest rates, the amortization, the terms, giving you a bird's eye view. So whenever you're speaking to a borrower and gathering that, handling that initial call, you're able to ask the right questions. And by the end of that call, you can pull up one of your matrix and you can analyze the borrower's credit score, analyze the property and kind of have an idea as to, okay, this guy, based on what he's trying to do, this is where we're going to send him to. So I go much deeper on this, of course, on the training. But that's just, I just kind of wanted to show you that now. After you've mastered the 3 paths of lending, after you've got wrapped your head around the matrix, then you got to know how to do the deal flow accelerator. Okay. Now, simply what you have to do is advertise. Okay. Position yourself as the authority through your strategic content and networking. And trust me, this 3 paths of lending is revolutionary. Okay, nobody's really talking about this. I have one of my students in California, and what she's done is she's taken this 3 paths of lending meta skill, and she has startup workshop. Okay, she's in Cali. She's in the Asian community up there, and with Asians, they're very small, tight-knit community up there in California. And what she does is she has a workshop that she hosts twice a month. And it focuses on teaching small business owners there about the 3 paths of lending. She educates them about the 3 different ways and how they can get their business funded. If they're a startup, if they're established business, or if they're just looking for capital to expand or even, grow their business. So what it is she educates them, but it's a lead source. It's a way for her to advertise herself, okay? Next thing, you're going to need to network. Build a network of quality referral partners and understand your expertise and educate them on the 3 paths of lending. And we guide you and help you through this, because this is what's going to take for you to build a successful firm. You have to advertise your business. You have to network and partner up with people that need funding. You have to evaluate these people when they come in, evaluate them properly using our systems, okay? We have an evaluation process that we use based on the 3 paths of lending and the matrix within each one, the credit-based lending matrix, the revenue-based lending matrix, and the asset-based lending matrix, on how to evaluate their files so you can quickly, in-house, and I'm not talking about the lender evaluating stuff. I want to be clear here. I teach you how to evaluate this stuff and determine what the borrower qualifies for in-house before you submit it to the lender. Okay, what I've created is just magic. It's magnificent. Okay, so the senses of the wolf. Okay, because I call my brokers wolves. Okay, the scale and freedom blueprint. Okay, this is not the business lending blueprint. Okay, this is the scale and freedom blueprint. Is the 3 paths of lending is number 1. Okay, master the art of structuring complex deals and creative financing with the 3 paths of lending theory and maximize your approval odds. You have to increase the odds of you getting your files approved. You have to know how to pre-qualify your clients in-house. You have to know how to ask the right question. I can speak to somebody for less than 3 minutes and actually pre-qualify them to see if they're a great fit or not. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do that. And then next thing is you have to automate. Okay, you have to have a CRM. We have a CRM that we're gonna build for you. Or connect you with our current CRM. This is a CRM that was built based on the 3 paths of lending. When I started in this industry, I used to be an ex-mortgage broker. And when I came from the mortgage industry, there was a CRM there. It was called Point, and it was strictly designed for the mortgage industry. Okay, when I got into this industry, I'm trying to do all of these things. I'm trying to do real estate loans, equipment financing. I'm doing credit card stacking. I'm doing all this crap, and I'm like, man, I gotta find something. I gotta have a CRM that can work with me here, you know. And what I did is I tried to look for one, and of course I wasn't able to find one, so I had to build a CRM. Okay, and my CRM is just magical. If you guys have, I'm gonna share with you briefly just some of the things that we've implemented on my CRM to kind of just show you how powerful it is through Keep. Keep is a CRM provider that we use. And the CRM, of course, client management system, of course, you're supposed to have your clients' email addresses, phone numbers, be able to give you an ability to market with them, mass email, mass text, be able to open, close tasks, be able to work within a team environment, be able to create invoices, send invoices, everything, be able to capture information as far as forms that you have your borrowers fill out online, a bunch of different other stuff. But it also helps with productivity. Look at this thing. One of the things that I hate when it comes to business loan broker or just our industry in general is people using scripts. Okay, and I forbid you for using scripts again. Okay, I think that once you master and understand the 3 paths of lending, you do not need to use scripts. You need to be able to have a general conversation with the borrower. Let me put it to you like this. Okay, when you go to your doctor and you got a back problem, or you got cancer, or your chest hurts, they don't use a script to identify what's wrong with you. You give them the symptom, and they ask you the right questions, do the necessary tests, and then come to a conclusion as to what you need. Let me walk you through that. They ask you the right questions, do the necessary tests, and come to the conclusion. Almost the same similar process. We ask the borrower the right questions. We evaluate their file based on the matrix and know exactly what we're dealing with. And then we give them the prescription, if you want to call it, the antidote. We let them know which funding program is going to work for them. This is part of the evaluation process. This is the initial call tab, and this is our system that I'm going to be showing you here. I want you to naturally have a conversation with your borrowers. Which program are you interested in? Okay, how did you hear about us? How much money are you looking for? Tell us a little bit about your business. What do you need the money for? How is your credit? How many years have you been in business? How much money do you make personally? How much money does this business make? Now, as you can see, as I'm talking about this stuff, what am I really talking about? I'm asking them questions that pertain to the 3 paths of lending because I'm trying to determine which one of these paths I'm going to use to help them reach their funding goal. That's the ultimate reason why I'm asking them the questions that I'm asking them. So, getting back to this. So the bottom line, you'll be able to get approvals for deals that other brokers can't fund, creating a powerful competitive advantage. You'll finally be able to have the freedom to grow your business without sacrificing your personal life. Okay? You'll be able to actually start making this thing called Wi-Fi money. Within 30 to 60 days, you'll have the lenders actually calling you to get your deals instead of ghosting you to get submissions. This happens to me plenty of times, especially when I get a new lender. They usually call, Brian, did I do something wrong? And it's like, dude, no, I'm just testing out a new lender. You'll be able to get approvals for deals and complex loan scenarios that other brokers can't fund, creating a powerful competitive advantage and unlimited repeat business. Okay, let me and just something that I'm just thinking about that I didn't add on here. I want you to think about it like this: the days that banks used to help small business owners are over. The days that you as a business owner could go to a bank and sit down with a bank professional and talk to them about your business funding needs, and they look at you as an individual, they look at your business plan, and they look at your bank statements, and then they offer you funding based on those days are over, completely over. Okay, banks look for reasons to say no. That's literally what the people at the bank. As soon as you walk, they looking for a reason to say no. And what we as brokers, what makes us different is we look for reasons that they cannot say no. We prepare the client for the dance, in essence. So that's basically what I do. And with that said, there's just so much business out there. Do you know how much the banks deny more than 80% of the applications that they receive? And majority of people, they're just signing up for the wrong product. Okay? Really good example right here. I had a client of mine, short story, real story. This guy was an immigrant. He had a chain of restaurants, Spanish food is what he was making. And he had recently got into a divorce, so his credit was a little bit under the water, and one of his major commercial fridges went out. And now this guy's over here stressing because all his food is about to go bad if he doesn't figure something out. He went to his local bank, filled out an application, and voila, guess what? He was denied. Now he reaches out to me and said, "Hey Brian, I need a loan. I need to get funded ASAP." Okay, he got a bunch of ice packs. We're able to submit a loan and get him approved and funded within 24 hours, and he was able to buy that commercial fridge that he needed with another product that did not focus on credit so much. Okay, so again, these are the stories that I want to share with you to kind of just empower it, let you know that this is absolutely possible, what we're talking about here. And these are just some of the results for some of the brokers that we've worked with. And like I told you before, we've been only training for 1 year. So, Bob, one of my really good students, he's one of my agency students. I had an outstanding experience working with both Brian and Mary. Mary's our project manager. I call her mom. With Broker Solutions Academy, the team was incredibly knowledgeable and attentive, guiding me through each step of the process with ease. The expertise in securing financing was clear from the start, and it took the time to really understand my unique needs. I was especially impressed with their transparency and dedication to finding the best solution for my situations. I highly recommend Broker Solutions for anyone looking for a reliable and professional financing support team. Thank you for making the process so smooth. Hey, thank you very much for trusting us to help you through this process, Mr. Bob. Next, Ajibola. Miss Ajibola. It's a totally new business, loan brokering world. Words cannot explain how great Brian Otieno and their entire team at Broker Solutions Training Academy and Penta Consulting Group are in sharing the knowledge in business loan industry. Brian Otieno has specialized knowledge of the industry, and he's definitely, I definitely recommend 100% both brokers, training and loan services. This lady, we were able to train her, and also she needed some services with Penta Consulting Group. So again, Abiola, if you're watching this, I really appreciate these kind words. I am great beneficiary of both, and I've started seeing great results, and I'm on my way to breaking new grounds in my personal finances, real estate, and business loan brokering business. This is a realtor. She's a realtor out there in Texas, and she reached out to me. She saw some of my YouTube videos, me ranting, and she just thought that, let's get on the phone with this guy, and I was able to help her out. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for this kind words and your team. You're turning around people's financial situation positively. You're a blessing to our world. Hey, I really appreciate that. Mr. Damon Banks, former client, been working with Damon for a long time. Salute, Mr. Banks. I have been rocking with PCG for a long time. This is actually where I've worked with Damon's brother, cousin's dad. Okay, this is actually where I got my first 100K in unsecured business lines in less than 2 weeks. PCG made the process so simple, I couldn't wait to get my hands on their new system. Once I launched this program, I reached out to some of my really good clients. Damon is one of them, and I said, "Hey man, I need you to to go through this," because he's in the lending business as well. So I was trying to share with him to help me go through this, so he can kind of help me craft this thing. So Damon, again, I really appreciate it, man, for you taking the time and going through the course, and of course for the great review as well. So I appreciate all of them. What we've seen, just to kind of just show you the results, in the 1 year we've been training students, is the average with current loan brokers, the average increase in their monthly funded deals is about 233%. The average increase in commissions is about 187%. And this is mainly because they were glorified referral partners. They were not doing this stuff in-house. They were sending it to another real broker who would actually do the job, and they would give them a little small piece of the pie. So I actually teach you how to become a real business loan broker, not just a glorified referral partner. Okay? Average decrease in working hours by 35%. I teach you how to maintain. I work about 8 to maybe 9 hours a day. Okay? And that's it. Once I walk away, I got 3 kids. Okay? Average decrease in working hours 35%. Percent of who have cheap, predictable monthly income is 91%. Once you do this and you build a pipeline, your income is going to be easy, predictable. Real results. This is some more stuff some more deals. I went from closing 2 to 3 deals per month to consistently funding 8 to 10 deals, and my average commissions doubled. Mark, I appreciate it, man. I've been a car salesman for years. With the current economy, my income decreased by 50%. This program has helped me find new career path. Ben, hey man, looking forward to it, man. Ben is one of our agent students. Hopefully we can convert you into an agency owner one day. Ben, salute. I really appreciate it, man. For the first 3 years, I took the 2-week vacation. Yes, sir. I remember you texting me about this. I took a 2-week for the first 3 years. Just amazing. I finally have a predictable pipeline of quality deals instead of constantly chasing after new leads. James, I really appreciate it. So anyway, you have 2 options right now, right at this very hour. So, option number 1, you can keep doing what you're doing. You can stay in your current job, if that's where you are right now. You can keep doing 60 plus hours a week. You can keep chasing unreliable lenders and clients. Keep working with unqualified borrowers. Stay in your little feast and famine cycle and living paycheck to paycheck and wonder if you'll ever build a sustainable business. Trust me, I know exactly where you are. Until I developed the Sweet Path lending system, I was running like, what's that statement? Running like a chicken with a head cut off. Okay, that's what you're doing. Okay. Option number 2, implement the funding authority framework. Okay, which includes the 3 paths to lending and everything that we just covered today. Build a reliable, predictable funding business. Work with quality clients who respect your expertise. Create a genuine financial security for you, for yourself. Finally, enjoy the time and location and financial freedom. Like I said, every time we're told, financial freedom. But I truly believe financial freedom is not enough. Okay, what you need to focus on is a few things. Number 1, you gotta have financial freedom. Financial freedom is definitely important. Okay, but location freedom is also important. You want to be able to move and travel and do whatever you want to do and not be restricted in your location based on your job. This allows you to do that. This is what we call real, true Wi-Fi money. Okay? You're going to be able to work with clients who respect your expertise. Okay? Create genuine financial security for yourself. Okay? And finally, enjoy, like I said, the financial and location freedom. It's just going to turn everything around for you. I'm over here stuttering because I'm so excited for you. So now, here's your choices. And to kind of just summarize the different programs that we have here at Broker Solutions Academy, there's 3 ways on how we can work together. If you're ready to go ahead and make a move, let me go ahead and explain to you the differences between our 3 different programs. We have what we call a business loan agent and a business loan broker. What I decided to do, I've noticed there's just lack of structure in this industry. So what I decided to do is to take the model that they have in real estate. And in real estate, they have real estate agents, and real estate agents work under a real estate broker. So basically, with a business loan agent, in this program, an agent learns about the various funding programs that are available and how to pre-qualify the borrowers. We act as their back office. So you're going to learn about the products. You're going to learn about the 3 paths. You're going to learn about every single product there is out there. You're going to learn about the product matrix and how we pre-qualify the borrower. So you have an understanding of what the borrower qualifies for. But we will act as your back office, handling the application process on your behalf of the agents, focusing on product knowledge. Agents focus on product knowledge, and in return, we do the processing and we split our commission 50-50. So you do the product knowledge, you do the front end work. You get the clients, you ask the questions, you gather the initial documents needed in order to evaluate their file. You upload the files to our back office, we'll evaluate it for you, let you know what the borrower qualifies for and what's needed to get them funded. And after that, once they sign our agreement, we can go ahead and quickly start processing them. And we can also establish a white label relationship with your borrowers never know that we're working with Plenty Consulting Group. So that's one of the fastest way we can get started is you becoming a business loan agent. And you don't have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. We do a 50-50 commission split. Or you can become a business loan broker. This is a comprehensive program, equips brokers operate independently. In addition to learning the funding programs, the brokers will gain skills to process the application themselves, receive a complete list of all our lenders, and trained on how to handle all the products as far as processing all the different products, pre-qualifying each one of these products. And we're talking about processing a real estate and processing credit card stacking while processing an MCA product. Completely different world. I'm going to show you how to do all of that. I'm going to give you all the access to all the different lenders. And it's a system. It's an actual real system on how we do this in-house. Or lastly, we decided to create a program specifically for credit card stacking. This is something very popular out there. As I said, there's so many people out there advertising it, or maybe you've been a broker for years and you've just never offered credit card stacking. This is a popular course that teaches students how to help their clients access business credit cards, tell it to their startups or established businesses. Students will learn how to pre-qualify their clients, determine funding eligibility, and strategically select the lenders to maximize their approval chances. By the end of this course, students will be equipped to make 100% significant profits while providing their clients valuable credit solutions. So what you're going to do is, agent, we partner up together. We work as your back office. Business loan broker, teach you how to do everything yourself. Product knowledge, pre-qualifying, processing. We build a CRM. We'll build a website for you. We'll provide you all the marketing materials, everything that you need. Credit card stacking, we're not going to build a website for you. We're not going to build a CRM for you, but we are going to give you the knowledge on how to pre-qualify clients for credit card stacking, see what they qualify for, and pretty much everything. You know what? Let me show you. Because credit card stacking is really hot right now. I'm going to show you a real live client. I'm going to introduce you to what we call a client credit profile. This is a powerful, powerful tool that we use in order to pre-qualify our clients. As I mentioned earlier, do you remember when we talk about the credit-based lending matrix? The four things we look for for somebody to qualify for credit-based lending matrix. We look for what? Regulatory items, utilization, age of file, and inquiries. Now, what the hell does that really mean, Brian? How do you really apply that to real world? Okay, the way we apply that to the real world is simple. I'm going to show you that right now, live in this training. These are the 4 factors that determine if somebody qualifies for business credit cards. On this CCP, this almighty client credit profile, okay, this is a tool that we created, and this allows you to list out all the negative items will be listed right here if they had any negative items. All the open revolving accounts is going to be listed right here, so it automatically calculate utilization. All you have to do is just feed it with the data that it needs. It's going to be all right here, and it will automatically calculate the utilization. And we have a proprietary. Your credit score is going to be right here. All closed revolving accounts are going to be right here. Any open non-revolving accounts are going to be right on the bottom right there. We have a proprietary formula that I cannot show you right now. You got to be part of our students, that allows you to determine what the borrower qualifies for. And you go right here. Once the data is inputted correctly, it allows you to determine what the borrower qualifies for, as you can see right there. Okay. And now, once you do that, there's a system that you have to follow on how to collect the agreements and so forth and so on. And then we start submitting applications. Once we start submitting, if you can see this borrower, we're able to secure. He was looking for between $675,000 to $100,000, what we promised him. So far, we've secured over $87,500. Simple, just submitting application. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to be teaching you, okay, how to do this for yourself. That's the credit card stacking program. Of course, the business loan broker program I teach. This is all included in there. With the business loan broker, we teach you how to do everything. Okay, so that's the training that I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just kind of now show you what makes this difference from our competitors. As I was working on this presentation, I didn't have much time to finish this to make it look pretty, okay? But I'm just going to put this out there, okay? Our competitors, majority of them have this 4 to 7 day intensive training. I've been doing this for over a decade. I can tell you that there's no absolute way. It's almost an insult for somebody to think that they can get this all done and learn this in 4 to 7 days. So if Commercial Capital Training Group or any of these companies, they're lying. It's not possible. Clients, we provide you marketing materials, provide you a real website, provide you exclusive leads to some of our really good students, advanced social media marketing assistance, email marketing, Google page setup. We do that for you. Detailed manuals and procedures on how to get this done. The client credit profile that I just showed you, a team focused cloud storage and agreements, business identity package. We help you with your branding as far as logos and so forth and so on. One-on-one support, with every single one of your students, especially right now. I'm trying to get, a lot of really great reviews. We build a CRM for you. A lot of these companies, I remember when I took the course with Oz, Business Lending Blueprint, literally, it has you manage your clients on a freaking spreadsheet. I'm like, wow, are we serious right now? Custom agreements, of course, guidance on how to hire your assistants, because you're going to need assistants, access to over 30 plus lending products with over 3,500 lenders, access to a private Facebook group and also a private group, one-on-one access with me, of course. I think I mentioned that earlier. Underwriters list in the searchable database, underwriters list for personal loans, credit cards, equipment financing, revenue loans, our client credit profile, which is a proprietary client credit profile that allows you to actually pre-qualify clients so you're not out here making those mistakes that you've been making. Lifetime access to this training and annual events, which we're going to start doing annually. Physical signed copy of my 3 Paths to Lending book. I wrote a book on this, man. Okay, I know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, financial aid for those who qualify. We're just going to get you the funding that you need in order for you to pay for this course. There's a bunch of stuff that you're going to get. Okay, you guys see it. We don't have. You've been here with me long enough. Okay, it's almost about to get into an hour that we've been talking on here, and I really appreciate you taking the time if I haven't already. So if you're ready to transform your business, I have a special opportunity for you. A complete system implementing within 90 days, weekly group coaching, private community successful brokers, done for you templates, direct access to our lenders database, personal loan review, personal deal review is what I meant to say. Complete, and if you're interested, schedule a call today. Okay, and this is what I call my triple guarantee. Okay, I'm going to help you implement. We'll work with you until you fully implement this system with your business. Number 2, I'm going to guarantee the results. If you follow my step-by-step system, if you don't double your funded deals within 90 days, we'll continue coaching you for free until you do. Okay, trust me, there's no way that you can't do that. We've done that for plenty of our students. And by the way, in addition to that, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you come into this course and you find that we're not able to help you, or, Brian, you just bunch of hot air is what you've been talking about this last hour, I'm going to give you 100% of your money back. You got to make that claim within the first 30 days. And, of course, private one-on-one, direct lender list, deal structure, we talked about all that stuff already. Most of our students are starting to see an average of about $3,500 in commissions every single month. And if you've been making this, you're going to see an additional added $3,500 in commissions every single month. So let's do some quick math. If this system helps you close one additional deal per month at an average of $3,500 commission, that's $42,000 a year. And this is being very conservative. Most of our clients are doing much better than this, especially if you can generate the leads and actually just really dive deep into this. Because I promise you, if you have clients, there's no way that you cannot be successful doing this, okay? So it's time for you to now take action. Here's what you can do right now. Click the link somewhere here on this page and schedule a call so we can go ahead and go over if you're going to be a good fit for this or not. Because this is not for everybody. This is absolutely not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is for you to build an actual real business. Complete the short application, schedule an onboarding call, and get immediate access to the training material so you can start training ASAP. This is a limited opportunity. Before this industry became too saturated, there's not a lot of people talking about this. There's not that many opportunities out there, okay? It used to be people talking about, Amazon FBA or real estate. Amazon FBA is a scam. Real estate interest rates are stupid high right now, and it's just so much uncertainty. Nobody's out here talking about stocks and options and what happened to those Forex guys, okay? This is the greatest opportunity. So your next step, if you're still watching this, 3 options. You can either do nothing and stay exactly where you are. You can try to figure it out on your own using the trial and error method. It took me years to figure this out, to come up with the 3 Paths to Lending and everything that I just shared with you. Or you can join Broker Solutions Academy, the agent or the agency program. Or if you just simply want to learn about credit card stacking, you can do that yourself. The choice is all up to you, okay? So now what? Now what you going to do? I've given you everything. Now what you going to do? It's completely up to you. Irregardless, I appreciate your time. I truly do. You're awesome. I hope to work with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the other side. Schedule and book that onboarding call today.
Anyway, if you stay with me through the end, I appreciate you. I really do. Please go ahead and give me a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. And I guess I should go ahead and pay some bills. Let you know what this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Broker Solutions Academy. There's going to be a link in the description. We work with people that are interested in becoming a business loan broker. We have a very comprehensive business loan broker course, and we're going to be teaching you everything you need to know about how to become a business loan broker. Our mission statement is we help business loan brokers understand and simplify the various funding solutions that are available in the marketplace so you can properly serve your clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a referral partner. This video is also brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, and that's where we work directly with entrepreneurs and also business owners to help them get funded. So if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your current business, Pennington Consulting Group, there's going to be a link in the description where you can go ahead and schedule a time. And like we always say at Pennington Consulting Group, our goal is to help you reach your goal. Again, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.